Hello and welcome to ERi-TV Evening News. Today is Thursday, 9th of May 2024. Here are stories making headlines today. Southern Red Sea governor meets with Denkalan residents. Eritrean diaspora engaged in varied public diplomacy activities. Russia warns French troops legitimate target if they're sent to Ukraine. China and Serbia sign an agreement to build a shared future. Governor of the Southern Red Sea region, Ambassador Mohammed Said Mantai, engaged in discussion with residents of Southern and Central Denkalia subzones regarding the implementation of outlined development programs. During meetings held in Afambo, Mabra, and Edi administrative areas of Central Denkalia subzones, as well as Wade administrative area of Southern Denkalia subzone, Ambassador Mohammed Said urged for the effective implementation of development programs within specified time frames. He emphasized the need to identify and address socio-economic challenges faced by the communities. Highlighting the priority of providing better service and improving the lives of nationals, he stressed the significance of public participation in ensuring the success of these programs. The governor pledged full support, including facilities and resources for the implementation of development programs, including initiatives for water and soil conservation. Administrator of Southern Denkalia Subzone, Mr. Birhane Mazgabe, and the Managing Director of Central Denkalia, Mr. Adam Abdallah, on his part provided detailed briefings on development programs, particularly focusing on social service institutions such as potable water supply, education, and health services. Eritrean nationals residing in Italy, the Netherlands, Sweden, and the USA are actively participating in extensive public diplomacy activities, including seminars, conferences, and celebrations, among others. According to the report from the Public and Community Affairs Office in Italy, seminars were held from 14th January to 28th April in 11 cities, including Abruzzo, Florence, Padova, Torino, Bologna, Napoli, Bari, Catania, and Palermo. The seminars saw the participation of over 2,000 nationals. At these events, the Eritrean ambassador to the Republic of Italy, Mr. Fishatzion Petros, along with diplomats from the Eritrean embassy, delivered briefing focusing on strengthening the resilience and organizational capacity of Fourth Front. They highlighted the noble values and resilience of the Eritrean people in achieving independence, safeguarding sovereignty, encountering external conspiracies, and called for enhanced participation of nationals abroad in the implementation of outlined national development programs. In related news, on April 21st and 27th, respectively, Mr. Negasi Kasa, the ambassador for Eritrea to the EU and Benelux countries, gave seminars for citizens living in Amsterdam and Sulen. During the seminars, Ambassador Negasi provided extensive briefing on national development programs outlined for 2024 and beyond, Eritrea's foreign policy, and the significance of strong organizational capacity in implementing national programs. Mr. Kibra Abtawalde, Head of Consular Affairs, and Mr. Isa Manase, Head of Public and Community Affairs, also provided extensive briefings on consular service and public diplomacy activities. Likewise, the National Union of Eritrean Women branch in Sweden organized a virtual annual activity assessment meeting via webinar on 27th April. Ms. Sabatakhle, Head of the branch union, underscored the heroic role of Eritrean women in achieving independence, safeguarding sovereignty, and preserving national values and identity, calling for its sustainability. Participants, including the head of the Public and Community Affairs branch in the Embassy of Eritrea in Scandinavian countries, discussed observed strengths and weaknesses. Similarly, in the U.S., nationals residing in Columbus and its environs in Ohio State as well as Indianapolis conducted a celebration under the theme Against All Odds and Challenges During the occasion, Mr. Birhane Gebrhiwot charged the affairs of Eritrean embassy in the USA, presented a seminar titled Current Opportunities and Challenges. We are live on ERi-TV. Stay tuned for international news. Russia warned France yesterday that if President Emmanuel Macron sent troops to Ukraine, they would be seen as legitimate targets by Russian military. Macron caused controversy in February by saying he could not rule out the deployment of ground troops in Ukraine in the future. The French leader warned that if Russia wins in Ukraine, then Europe's credibility will be reduced to zero. Russian Foreign Ministry spokesperson Maria Zakharova told reporters that it is characteristic that Macron himself explains this rhetoric with the desire to create some kind of strategic uncertainty for Russia. If the French appears in the conflict zone, they will inevitably become targets for Russian armed force. It seems to me that Paris already has proof of this, Zakharova said. Russia was already seen growing numbers of French nationals among those killed in Ukraine. Russia said on Monday it would practice the deployment of tactile nuclear weapons as part of military exercise after what the Moscow said were threats from France, Britain, and United States. China and European Union candidates Serbia signed an agreement on yesterday to build a shared future, making the Balkan country the first in Europe to agree on such a document with Beijing. After meeting in Belgrade, Chinese leader Xi Jinping and Serbian President Aleksandar Vučić announced that they could deepen and elevate the comprehensive strategic partnership between China and Serbia and build a new era of community with a shared future between China and Serbia. Xi launched the term Community for Shared Future over 10 years ago. While it may not denote a specific initiative, experts believe it has an underlying significance as another term for an alliance. 8 years ago, Serbia became China's first comprehensive strategic partner in the Central and Eastern Europe region, and today Serbia is the first European country to build a community of destiny with China, fully reflecting the strategic, special, and high level of China-Serbia relation. She said during a press conference after signing the agreement that is the highest possible form of cooperation between two countries, and I am proud that I was able to sign this today as the president of Serbia. He added, it was not immediately clear how the EU would respond to Serbia getting even closer to China. Before we go, we have a quick recap of top stories. Southern Red Sea governor meets Denkale residents. Eritrean diaspora engaged in varied public diplomacy activities. Russia warns French troops legitimate target if they are sent to Ukraine. China and Serbia signed an agreement to build a shared future. And that wraps up our news broadcast for now. Thank you for watching.